Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Gorlock Sports Network. My name is Kellen Fermanak, and I am joined by
Matt Rumping.
And today is a big day, not just for the Webster University Gorlocks and the Lyon College Scots, but for the SLIAC as a whole. As the entire SLIAC watching heavily over this series, some heavy implications as Eli Marcotte will lead things off for the Scots. The scenario as it stands, the Gorlocks, if they sweep, they take first place. If the Scots sweep, same right back for them. But there's a bit interesting mix-up with Spalding in the middle of all this, who had beat both Lyon and Webster 2 times, hold the individual tiebreaker over each team. However, they lost their first game of the day to Blackburn. Not something that we were expecting coming into this.
No, not at all. Blackburn sitting at the bottom of the conference standings. I believe they're second to last right now. And coming into this, you thought it was almost like a foregone conclusion that Spalding was going to come in and sweep there. But their loss at the first game just makes everything a lot more interesting. And then right now, bottom 9, 7-7 game at Blackburn. So Blackburn has a chance to do something really funny by walking it off for a second straight game in a row.
Yeah, that would shake things up for sure. As Carter Hunt, the man on the mound for the Gorlocks today, strikes out the first man he sees. Up next will be Ashton Compton. The Scots came into this season ranked 4th in the preseason polls, but are on the verge of potentially taking the conference. Two over to Compton. Be inside. Compton batting .374 on the year. And he will take his base on 4 pitches.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 13, Braden Bramnick.
Carter, not a guy you usually see walk too many batters. In conference play over 33 innings, he struck out 40 and just walked 11. Brady Bramlett up next. If we did finalists for the SLIAC Conference, he would be certainly one for Player of the Year. He has been excellent. Among players who have played the entire season, he ranks 1st in OPS with a 1252. That's sported by a league-leading .594 on-base percentage as he grounds one over to short, toss it to potential double play, and they turn it. The Gorlocks faithful getting hyped as Carter gets out of the first unscathed. We head to the bottom of the frame. We'll be right back. James Theodore leading off the bottom of the first. We talked about early in the season how he had a slow start, but oh my goodness, what a conference play he's had. Currently leading the conference in batting average, and frankly, it's not even close. A .478 on the year. And will he add to it? No, it's right at the center fielder, Caleb Collins. A sharp hit, but no dice. There's one gone.
A lot of the hits we've seen from Theodore this season have been straight up the middle on a line, very well hit, either falling right in front of the center fielder or just to the left or right of him.
I mean, it was a line drive, and it still hung up just too much. That's how hot it was off the bat, 98. So next up will be Adam Mosier. On the mound for the Scots is Joe Galley. Over 26 1/3. He's pitched to the tune of a 5.81 ERA and 17 punch-outs. But a win here for the Scots could wash that ERA right away. But Mosier up in the count 3-0. And he will take his base. Just like Compton in the top of the frame. 2-hole. Awarded a base on 4 pitches. And up next is Dalton Groves. Groves has simply been Mr. Consistency, always staying around his high average. He is on the season a .376 batting average. Just about 20 points lower than James. I'll tell you, the most impressive thing about Dalton in conference play, he has been insane, and I don't have any other words to describe it other than insane at putting the ball in play. 76 at-bats, 2 strikeouts.
It's just like unfathomable, I think would be a good word for that. That's just unheard of.
The 1-1 is taken downstairs. And, you know, there's a stat in baseball track that's called batting average on balls in play. Basically, it says, you know, with everything put in play, what's your batting average going to be? So it gets rid of strikeouts and everything. And whenever you put in play, something good happens. Fortunately, there's a second line out on the inning for the Gorlocks.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Bramlett,
Number 8, Nick.
just like Collins, only had to move a few steps. That one, 99 off the bat. And there's 2 gone for Nick Wroblewski. But as I was saying, it's always good to put the ball in play because league average BABIP is around 350. So that means if you put the ball in play, every time you go up to the plate, you have, give or take, around a 350 batting average. The 1-0 skied in the air deep to right field at the warning track, at the wall, and it'll be caught right there. Just hanging up enough for Marcotte to make the catch. And all 3 outfielders getting an out to start the first as we head to the second frame. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Into the second. Leading off will be Tyler Hahn. First pitch to him. He's swing and a miss. As this game goes on, the sun will slowly start to set to the right of the ballpark. Wind blowing in out from right. And that one finds a good spot in the infield. And we'll stop right there. This is hollowed by Hutchings. So there's an infield single for Tyler Hahn. First hit of the game.
Now batting, the catcher, number 2, Cooper McCoy.
Up next will be Cooper McCoy, another very dangerous hitter in the Scots lineup. Slashing a .393, .467, .685. .685 slugging, the 4th best in the conference. Second best of players who have played all their games this season. On top of that, he's a catcher. You always love to see those numbers from your backstop. The 1-1. Tipped. We'll keep an eye on this Blackburn game as well, but it's headed to the bottom of the 10th. Still tied at 7 apiece. So Blackburn will get another chance to walk it off. The 1-2 taken away. Bringing it now 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A big punch out for Carter Hunt.
Now batting for Lyon,
After giving up that leadoff hit, great, best way to be able to come back is to get a strikeout, and especially striking out someone like McCoy. It's perfect.
Slade Inman up next. First pitch will be in there for a strike. Pitch out. Yeah, if there's been one Achilles heel this Lyon lineup, it's been the strikeouts. They've struck out 140 times to opponents 102. Inman down the count, 1-2. Here's the pitch. Curls just outside. Gorlock's bench would have loved that. Instead, the count is brought to 2 apiece. Gap on that right side for the lefty. But there's another swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back punch-outs for Carter.
the second baseman, number 3, Landon Swallow.
Last chance on the inning will be Landon Swallow. Second baseman. His club's 6 homers. Team leading as there's a ball in the dirt. Throw down. Will be off the runner and go into the outfield. But he stays at 2. So there's a good rush by Theodore. Gets in the ball quickly. So a runner in scoring position for Swallow. Takes a big hack. As I was saying, Swallow 6 homers in conference play. Slugging .549. Next pitch finds the outside part of the plate. It's another 2-strike count for Carter Hunt. Looking for 3 consecutive Ks. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1, 2, 3 gone for Lyon on the punch out. As we head to the bottom of the frame, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. To the second. Reed Hippis leading it off for the Gorlocks. First pitch from Gallet. And back goes flying.
Fair ball.
Yeah. Did not land foul.
I think that's a first for me. You always see that as like a animation in like MLB The Show, but I've never seen it in person actually happen.
I have seen it multiple times. First time this season. But I have certainly seen it quite a few times from Evan Evola, his time as a Gorlock. The 0-1 is on the inside. It's a big hack from Hippis, and the count is 1-2. Hippis a .351 batting average in conference play. He sends one high in the air, deep to left field, going back to the track at the wall, and it's way gone. A solo shot from Reed Hippis opens up the scoring. We've seen him hit a few over that towering left field wall this season. And that one just the same. As Ryan Hartz will try to follow that up. It's his 8th homer on the year. That was a moonshot. Hartz down the count, 0-2. Here it comes. And that one's laced up Broadway as it'll get down for a base hit. Hartz doing so great with 2-strike hitting. It continues to show why. From the cusp. was able to get on board with this 0-2 single. Up next will be Ethan Wielt. We see Wielt exchanging time with Matt Lanier at first. The 1-0 taken away. While he has about half the at-bats of some of the league leaders, Wielt ranks third in the conference in batting average with a .426. So when he's had his opportunity at the plate, he's taken full advantage. So looks like Lyon will have a mound visit checking on Gallet as he's already down the count 2-0.
Already have an arm warming up in the pen, too.
Yeah. Again, here's the scenario. If we remove Spalding completely from the equation right now, whether the Gorlocks sweep or if they win 2-1, then they take first place in the conference. If the Scots sweep, then they take home first. And then it gets really confusing if the Scots win 2-1.
There's
but we don't worry about that.
Yeah,
we don't worry about that.
We're not going to worry about that.
It's already confusing as it is. I've got this whole thing written down, and Spalding's heading into the 11th against Blackburn. So that could really shake things up even further. Wielt up in the count 3-0. Let's see if he has the green light. He will take the pitch for a strike as Gallet wants a battle. Hitters count now. He brings it to full. From 3-0 to full, Gallet trying to pick up a K. Here's the payoff. That one drilled to left field. Now get down for a base hit in a good spot. Goes all the way to the wall. Hartz holds up at 3. And there are men on the corners for the Gorlocks with no outs.
Second baseman, number 0, Talon Hutchings.
So with men on first and third, up steps Talon Hutchings. Talon has more than earned his spot on the Gorlocks lineup. But before that, looks like we will have a call to the bullpen. Gallet only goes 1 inning. And a big shake-up here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Back underway here at Arsenal BG Ballpark. Jackson Smith is the new man on the mound after Joe Gallet gets knocked out in the second. 1+ innings, responsible for the 2 runners on and the solo shot from Reed Hippis to start the inning off. Talon Hutchings at the plate now. First 1, runners take off. Just 1, and an easy stolen base. Wheels a free pass to second, so there are 2 men in scoring position after a failed bunt attempt. Now the infield playing in. The 0-1. Hutchings takes it away. Jackson Smith over 17 2/3 in conference play. It's an 8.15 ERA. Has 11 strikeouts, but his main problem has been the wild pitches. 8 wild pitches is the second most in the conference, and he's not even qualified. So he comes in with runners on, but it may not matter as Hutchings sends one into right center for a base hit. 1 run scores. Being held up at 3 is Wielt. And Hutchings tacks on another. It's 2-0 Webster.
Yeah, this whole lineup to start the day has been doing a great job of just getting the ball in play. A lot of these hits have been 90+ off the bat. That one just finding its way right into the perfect spot to be able to get another run in.
Well, all 3 outs from the Gorlocks have been quality outs. The line out to center, the line out to left, and the nearly home run from Nick Wroblewski out in right field. As Charlie Pellissier comes up, and the ball is thrown away after the first baseman rushes in on the bunt. That'll score Wielt, holding up at 2, and the ball is thrown away again out to left, but still holding up is Hutchings at 2. But Wielt scores, and it's 3-0 after a defensive disaster from the Scots infield. Pellissier, who was lining up for the bunt. The first baseman, Ashton Compton, was rushing in as Smith tried a pickoff play, but there was no one there. The only one there was Hutchings, who was already on the bag when that ball got thrown away.
Right idea, wrong execution.
So an even more treacherous spot for Jackson Smith. Pellissier shows bunt but pulls it back. And Charlie out of the 9-hole. If James Theodore, the leadoff man, up next. The 1-0. Shown bunts again, popped, but it finds grass. Runner doesn't take off. And a quality out for the Scots. As Hutchings stays put at 2. Not sure if that one was going to be caught or not. It's a smart play. So with 1 gone, up steps James Theodore. Theodore sent 198 up Broadway, but it took just a few steps for Caleb Collins in center to make the grab. First pitch. Grounded up the middle. There's going to be no chance to get Theodore unless, oh my goodness, what an excellent play. Tyler Hahn coming all the way over from third, barehanding it and getting the speedy Theodore out. My, oh my.
I thought there was absolutely no chance that they were going to get Theodore there. Theodore, you can argue, is the second fastest player in the conference. So just seeing that, that was a beautiful play there by Hahn.
And with 2 gone, up steps Adam Mosier. Try to bring in more runs. Another chopper. Hahn right there for it again. No bare hand. Throw to first is in time. And after some defensive miscues on the infield, Tyler Hahn coming to save the day and halt the Gorlocks scoring, but they put 3 on the board, highlighted by a solo shot from Reed Hippis. we head to the top of the third. Don't go anywhere. The Scots now playing from behind into the third. Jarius Edwards getting his first at-bat of the day as he watches one up high. As Carter Hunt faces the 8-9-1 of the Scots order. After giving up a leadoff infield single, he struck out the next three in the second inning. The 1-1. Fouled off. It's about 60 degrees here in East St. Louis. It's been a chilly week. Started off with a tornado watch here in St. Louis.
Yeah, we really kind of dodged a bullet there. It was supposed to be a lot worse than it was.
Yeah. The 2-2. Grounded to the left side. Hippis gloves it. Tough throw across the diamond, and it is not in time as Edwards beats out the throw. Hippis had to get it off his back foot. It was just one step off. So it's another infield single for Lyon. It's the 9-hole Caleb Collins will try to put the Scots in a good spot for Marcotte. He shows bunt, but pulls it back. No strike calls. Carter was thinking he got it. He's having a talk with the ump. Coach BK also coming out. The 1-0 is in there. Edwards has 12 stolen bases, so Carter checking on him. He is 12 for 12 in conference play. There's only 2 steps off, expecting the pickoff attempt from Hunt. The 1-1 bunted. Carter Hunt trying to make the catch as no one's not covering first. And it's a third infield single, a bunt single for Caleb Collins.
Man, that would have been electric if Carter caught that.
Yeah,
Edwards was all the way to second base at that point, so it would have been an easy double play.
it went full extension. But now a dangerous spot. 2 men on. The leadoff man, Marcotte, stepping back up. He struck out his first time up against Carter. First pitch is grounded short. Another double play opportunity. Toss it 2 over to 1. It is a double play. Second turned from the Gorlocks of the day. And now they have 2 big outs on the board. It's Ashton Compton will try to drive in the first run of the game for Lyon. As Edwards stands 90 feet away. First pitch is popped up in a tough spot in the outfield. Hart's getting under it, and he makes the catch. A jam escape by Carter Hunt. Still 0 runs on the board for Lyon. We'll be right back. Dalton Groves and the Gorlocks looking for some insurance in the third. First pitch will be downstairs. First at bat of the day. Groves lined out to left, 99 off the bat. Groves was a key piece last year in the Gorlocks run to the regionals. Fontbonne transfer following its closure. It came a year before its closure. And a few others joined him across the entire Webster Athletics department, including Kendall Horton. Horton received third-team All-Honors for Fontbonne in their final years. He lines one into right, and a nice diving catch by Eli Marcotte. It's another line out for Dalton Groves, and there's one gone.
The designated hitter, number 8, Nick Wrobluski.
Webster is putting everything in play. They've gotten 3 runs off of doing that, but I'm sure they'd want some more. There's been some nice defensive plays, both on the infield and outfield. Yohan Wrobluski is slown away. Nick nearly hit a homer in the first. A long fly out as he gets hit by a pitch. Smith's 7th hit by pitch of the season in conference play. If he were qualified, he'd be 6th in the conference in that stat. So next up is Reed Hippis, who opened up the scoring with a solo shot over that towering left field wall in the previous inning. He's tied for the conference lead with Adam Mosier and Zach Johnson of MUW for homers. The 1-0 taken high and in. Runner doesn't take off as he thought he got hit by the pitch. I think Wroblewski thought it did the same thing to Hippis, hit him square on the back. Instead, it just popped out of the glove of Cooper McCoy. The 2-0 now. Swung on, grounded up the middle. Could be two. Toss one, barehanded over to first. It's a double play. So that'll end the inning. An unorthodox 1-2-3 as we head to the 4th inning. Gorlock's lead 3-0. Scott's still down 3-0 in the 4th. First pitch to Bramlett will be in there for a strike. Braden's numbers have been excellent this season, but there's one stat that sticks out in particular, and it's his hit by pitches. In 21 conference games, he has been hit by 18 pitches. That is not only first in the conference, but by a wide margin, as there's a 5-way tie for second at 12. And you can see why. He really crowds the plate. That back foot on the batter's box line, and he won't need a hit by pitch to take first as he walks on 5 pitches.
The third baseman, number 28, Tyler Hahn.
So Lyon once again has their leadoff man aboard. Tyler Hahn will be up next. First pitch fouled back.
Yeah, if we're looking at not just conference play, but totals this season, Bramlett second in the entire Division III in hit by pitches. In 37 games, 30 times he's been hit by a pitch.
Just ridiculous. But that's somewhat been the motto for this lineup. I mean, we mentioned earlier in conference play, 71 hit by pitches to just 28 given up. Over the full season, they've been hit by 118 as there's a fly ball deep into left, and that ball will fall fair. No, foul. A late call.
They're calling it
Oh,
a ground
no,
rule
it's
double.
a ground rule double, excuse me. So the ball landed fair, went towards the kid zone.
Number 2, Cooper.
So that ball must have had some spin on it. That marks the first hit out of the infield for Lyon. And now another dangerous spot for Carter Hunt. 2 men in scoring position for Cooper McCoy. Batting out of the 5-hole. First pitch, can't find the zone. The 1-0 hit the other way. That'll score at least one. Carter running over to first, gets the out there. And a quality out. His line is on the board.
Designated hitter, number 18, Slade Inman.
Slade Inman up next. Tyler Hahn at third now, just 90 feet away. Still a sacrifice opportunity. And almost all the Gorloks playing in the dirt. It's hard to call it dirt. It's more turf, but
Yeah.
for all intensive purposes, we're going to call it dirt. And the 1-0 gets away all the way to the backstop. That'll score a second as it goes between the wickets. With Dalton Groves behind the dish. So the Scots make it a 1-run ball game. The inning not yet over. The 2-0 to Inman. Inside.
Inman, another one of those that is tied for second in the conference in hit by pitches. He's also top 15 in D3 with 21.
Carter wants a battle. No one on base, might as well. It won't matter as there's another walk. This one issued to Inman.
Second baseman, number 3, Landon Swallow.
So that's 3 walks given up by Carter Hunt. You have to go all the way back to April 3rd. Last time he gave up 4 walks was against MUW. Still no action in the Gorloks bullpen, though. Putting all the trust in Carter out there as he faces Landon Swallow. First pitch curls to the zone for a strike. The 0-1. That one drilled to left, but it'll go foul. A score update on the Spalding-Blackburn game in the top of the 12th. The Golden Eagles have put up a crooked number, a 4th spot, and still 2 men in scoring position with 1 out. So very likely to take game 2. As there's a big swing and a miss from Swallow, and it's another punch out for Carter.
The shortstop, number 5, Jarius Edwards.
Last chance on the inning, Jarius Edwards. Had an infield single his first time up. We'll try to extend the inning for Lyon as the tying run is now on base. First pitch is in there. Field check swing from Edwards makes the count 0-2. Hunt trying to stop the bleeding. Here's the pitch. Taken up and away. Looking to send it to the batters. The 1-2. He does just that. It's another punch out for Carter. Leaves one stranded, but two score for Lyon. The second on a pass ball through the wickets of Dalton Groves. It's now 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Lyon proving to the Gorlites that they need some insurance, as it's a one-run ball game. The Scots put up a 2-spot in the fourth. Hart singled his first time up as he takes a big hack, but no dice. Another pitch finding the zone. Count 1-2 on Hart's. Singled on an 0-2 pitch his first time up as he takes it away. Quality at bat. See if he can make something of it. The 2-2 taken downstairs. It's an interesting framing job. You went from 6 o'clock to 12 with the glove, and the count is brought to full. Here's the payoff. Fouls it off. Hart staying alive. Lyon pitchers still looking for their first strikeout. But they won't get it as Hart's, after a nice battle, will take his base. Leadoff man on for Webster. Up next is Ethan Wheel.
Warlocks. Number 30, the first baseman, Ethan Wheels.
Wheels also hit a single in his first at bat as that ball gets away from McCoy. Hartz takes second on a pass ball. Showing bunt. He pops it up. And a nice over-the-head catch from McCoy. There's a big out.
Now batting, number 0.
Yeah, the Gorlock bunts
second
haven't
baseman,
been
Talon
as well
Hutchings.
placed as we've been used to seeing. We had the first one ball right in front of the pitcher's mound, wouldn't be able to advance the runner on that one.
Yeah.
And then that one behind McCoy, and he's able to make the grab.
Talon Hutchings up next. In the second, the 5 through 8 each got a hit. Hutchings, who finished it off, brought in a run on a single. As I was saying earlier, he earned his spot in this lineup. Started games right around the time the Gorlocks were playing in conference matches as Hartz takes off for third. Throw down is in time. An off-balance throw from McCoy. Still able to get it to the hot corner. And there's a clean slate with 2 outs. Two big outs from McCoy. As crazy as it sounds, Smith could have himself a 1-2-3. Count is 2s across the board for Talon. Here's the pitch to the freshman. Taken away. A good battle from Hutchings brings it to full. Trying to put another runner on for Webster. Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss, strike 3. No, it'll be foul tipped. Bounced out of the glove of McCoy. Just barely getting a piece of it. Gorlocks get a break. Let's see if Talon can make something of it. The 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. First punch out of the day for these Lyon pitchers. Escaping an early jam as McCoy throws out Hartz at third. We head to the 5th inning. Score remains 3-2 Gorlocks. we head into the 5th inning as Carter Hunt faces the 9-1-2 of the Lyon orders. There's a grounder over to third. Throw across the diamond from Hippis is in time. Quick first out for the Gorlocks. So Spalding just took game 2 of their series against Blackburn. And assuming they win tomorrow, is an interesting setup we have for all the scenarios. I dubbed this the Matt Rumping equation. So if I get it wrong, you can blame me, Matt Rumping. If the Gorlocks sweep 3-0, then obviously they take first place, Spalding in second, Lyon in third. Same scenario if the Gorlocks take this series 2-1. There's a swing and a miss from Arcade. If the Scots take the series 2-1, then Spalding wins the conference as they hold the tiebreaker over Lyon. Lyon in second, Webster in third. If the Scots sweep, Lyon winning the conference as there's a backwards K for Carter Hunt and 2 quick outs.
First baseman, number 14, Ashton Thomas.
So in every one of these scenarios, assuming Spalding wins tomorrow's game against Blackburn, Webster cannot get second, only first and third, and they do that by winning the series right here. As there's another throw across the diamond from Hippis, and it's a 1-2-3 for Carter Hunt. Just needed a few pitches to do it. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, score remains 3-2 Webster. Charlie Pellissier leading off the bottom of the 5th. Gorlocks still hold a 1-run lead, but it can be fragile as one sent into right field, and the catch is made by Marcotte. 1 pitch, 1 out for Jackson Smith.
Now batting for the Gorlocks, number 11, James Theodore.
So far, Smith has done good work with what he's been given. He came into the second inheriting 2 runners. And although those 2 did cross the plate to score, still has no runs to his name through 3 1/3. But he faces the top of the lineup again, and they can do just that. James Theodore with a base hit up the middle. He gets his first hit of the day.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 9, Adam Mosier.
And up next, Adam Mosier. It's the first time Lyon has seen Theodore on the base paths today. He's got 18 stolen bases in conference play. First pitch taken away. No check on James. Jackson, a righty, facing away from the speedy center fielder. Pickoff attempt, no dice. Can only assume Theodore's planning on going there. He's a step behind, but still able to get back to one. Now he takes off the 1-0, swung on a miss. Throw down is not in time. Theodore takes two, putting himself in scoring position for Adam Mosier. Mosier tied for the conference lead in homers with 7. Hippis joining him in the second at that mark, but he may bring it even further. Does he get the solo lead? He sure does. A 2-run shot from Adam Mosier, and it's 5-2 Gorloks.
Add that to the prediction list there. Perfect timing there from you.
Yeah, Kellen calls it. And Adam Mosier now has the outright lead in conference homers with 8 in one of the biggest games of the season for Webster. And that was one deep part of the ballpark, too, left center, over the tall left field wall. Dalton Groves will be up next. Looks like there's a discussion between the home plate umpire and the two head coaches. Mosier getting hyped up on the home run. So there could possibly be a warning on the Webster side. But play will continue as the score is now 5-2. And obviously emotions are high on Webster's side. I mean, both sides getting hyped up, but, you know, we've seen these guys play at home the entire year, and I don't think I've seen them on the edge of their seats as much as now. First pitch to Groves will be in there for a strike.
I mean, Kellen, this is the biggest season of the year, or the biggest series of the season.
Mm-hmm.
You got to expect that they know what's at stake here, as Groves is going to get one into right field for a base hit.
Yep.
You got to know exactly what's at stake here. I mean, you're playing for first seed. You're playing for the bye. If you lose the series, you end up being the 3 seed and have to play in that first round. So both teams are going to have very hyped up emotions this series.
And if the scenario list is correct that I have drawn up here, Spalding, no matter what, if they win their game tomorrow, will at least get the bye. So that means whoever wins this series also gets the bye. And whoever loses has to do the play-in. And obviously, anything can happen in one game, but also you got to use up one of your pitchers, and you want to throw your best in that first game, making sure you don't lose. Srebluski is down the count, 0-2. Groves getting another single on the board. The 0-2 to the DH. Taken in the dirt. Groves taking off. Throw down for McCoy. Won't be there. McCoy off balance. Fell pretty hard. Coming out to check on him. It's Dalton's second stolen base of the season. Trainer coming out to check on McCoy. Looks like he says he's good to go. Wroblewski at 6 homers in conference play. He and the man right behind him, McCoy, have been some of the prominent sluggers behind home plate. The 1-2 taken away. Wroblewski second in the conference at a .741 slugging percentage. McCoy is .685. We usually see Wroblewski switching off catching duties with Dalton Groves standing in scoring position. The 2-2 hit the other way, foul. Wroblewski continuing to stay alive. Glad to see him playing too. Went down to the last home series after sprinting out a ground ball. The 2-2 hit the other way, finds the same gap as Groves. Groves being held up at 3. And there are men on the corners after a nice at-bat from Nick Wroblewski.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 19, Reed Hippus.
And now up a dangerous hitter in Reed Hippus. Already hit a homer over that left field wall today. So we'll have a mound visit on the Scots side. No one warming up in the pin just yet. So they're going to try to extend Smith as far as he can go. Last time the Gorlocks were in this position, with men on first and third, I believe it was Hutchings who tried to lay down a bunt. It was failed, but the runner taken off from first was able to swipe second. So we may see if Coach BK and the Gorlocks have another trick up their sleeve here. You see Hippus showing bunt right away. First pitch, everyone stays put. It's taken up high. There's got to be so much going through a pitcher's mind in this kind of scenario when the batter's already showing bunt. It can be hard to focus on just finding the strike zone. Corners playing in. The runner takes off, but it's fouled as Hippus pulls back and swings away. Reed showing bunt. The 1-1 keeps it out there but pulls it back. That pitch is well away. First pitch where he's not showing it. Hippus loading up. The 2-1. Sky high in foul ground. Will it stay fair? No, it will not. Go out of play. So a 2-strike count now on Hippus. Bunt still not out of the picture. We've seen some few 2-strike bunt attempts from the Gorlocks this season. The 2-2 to the third baseman. He stays alive on the off speed. Got frozen on that pitch, and it was all in his hands. Same count. Men on the corners. And Hippus making it a battle. Seventh pitch of the AB. Another run just 90 feet away. The 2-2. Grounded to the left side. Toss it 2. Could be a double play. Throw to first. Will not be in time. Hippus beats out the throw. And that'll score another, making it 6-2 Webster.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Just barely able to get there in time. Beat him by just about half a step. Reed Hippus, good job legging it out there.
So the show goes on with Ryan Hartz batting with a man on first. Every hitter except for Charlie Pellissier out of the 9-hole has exactly one hit. Some with more fireworks than the others, as Mosier and Hippus both sent one over the fence. Runner takes off, delayed steal, throw down is not in time as it heads into the outfield. Reed holds up at 2. And with Hippus running on contact, it could likely score him. Hart's 1 for 1 with a hit and a walk. So grounds one to the left side. It'll be off the glove of the shortstop. And Reed is held up at third. It's a good job by Edwards to keep it on the infield. So the baton is passed off to Ethan Wheel. A big spot. The first pitch to the junior will fall into the zone for a strike. The 0-1. A good take. Runner takes off, delayed steal, getting caught up. But there's a no throw to the plate. That'll score a run. And somehow getting back to first is Hartz. What a tricky play from the Gorlocks. That's Gorlock ball right there. As Webster fools the Lyon infield. It's 7-2. There was no chance to get the man at the plate, and there's one sharp up Broadway, but shifted over to make the play. Will be Landon Swallow, but the damage has been done. It's another crooked spot for the Gorlocks, putting up 4 in the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back. 1 step forward and 2 steps back for Lyon as they now face a 5-run deficit in the top of the 6th. Gorlock's putting up a 2-out rally in the bottom of the frame. They've scored in just 2 innings, but they brought home 7 runs in those 2 innings after a 3-run second and just now a 4-run 5th. As Hunt enters his 6th inning of work, the 1-2 is taken away. Bramlett is 0 for 1 with a walk, making it 0-2. As Hunt picks up another K. His 8th of the match. Tyler Hahn stepping up next. Gets fooled on that pitch. Carter was first team all-conference last year. In a race for pitch of the year. The man who's going to be on the mound for tomorrow, Ryan Greifeld. While he just lost that battle, he's making a good push this season. Came into this one with a 3.27 ERA, 33 innings. As there's another K, throw down to first will be in time. And there's 9 on the day for Carter.
The catcher, number 2, Cooper McCoy.
It's also the first time he's retired Tyler Hahn today. So he's now 2 for 3. Now the last man up on the inning, Cooper McCoy. First pitch taken high. Starting to get cooler as the sun is set in Sauget. Expected to be in the mid-50s near the end of this match. We talked about it earlier. It's been a cool week all throughout the Lou. Started off with a tornado watch on Monday. So there's a sharp ground ball that finds the left gap. And the inning goes on. McCoy keeps it alive with a base hit to left. You know, on Monday, it's Monday afternoon, our professor, Scott Jensen, he's a director of the sports comm major, runs a few classes, had a class with him at 1 o'clock that day, and I was at Raising Cane's getting food in the middle of my 2 classes after my 10:20 class. And while I was in there, we got the tornado alert all on our phones all at once. Everyone eating in there, all the employees, and all the Cane's employees shut down all the fryers. I've never seen anything like it. They shut down all the fryers, locked the doors, and all huddled in the hallway near the bathroom. Well, all of us were just still eating in the.
So they just left you guys completely
they just left
abandoned?
us there. Yeah, they left and they locked us in there.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That is ridiculous. So
I had to tell Scott, hey, I'm locked in the cage right now. I can't get out. This is like a dog ate my homework thing, but I swear I'm actually locked inside of Raising Cane's.
that is crazy.
1-2 is in there for strike 3. It's another K, the 10th on the day for Carter Hunt as he continues to shine. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Gorlock's trying to add some insurance after Hunt strikes out 3 in the top of the 6th. Now in double digits on his punch-outs. Talon Hutchings will lead off the inning. The 8-9-1 of the Webster order due up. The 1-1 taken in the turf. Hunt has a season-high 11 strikeouts in his last series against Spalding. Hutchings in the count, 2-2. The pitch. Grounded to the left side, foul. A few of these batters have been giving Smith a run for his money on the pitch count. Count remains 2-2. Hutchings sticking his bat out. Talon brings it to full. No one on, no one out. Blank slate in front of Talon. Here's the payoff. He takes it away for ball 4. An excellent plate appearance for the freshman. Gives the Gorlocks another leadoff runner.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 1, Charlie Pelliser.
Those 11 strikeouts at Spalding were also Carter's career high in a single game. And with no one warming up yet in the bullpen, he could set a new personal best in strikeouts back-to-back series. Pellis here at the plate, the only Gorlock without a hit today. He's only had 2 chances at the plate, though. The 0-1. Good take. Pretty sky with some cotton candy clouds looming over Arsenal BG Ballpark. Players starting to bundle up just a bit more. Without that sun shining down, the 1-1 grounded up the middle, off the pitcher. Only play will be at first, and they'll get it there. Lucky to just get 1 out of that. So it went off the backside of Jackson Smith. And all power to him, he was trying to get out of the way.
Smith would have gotten out of the way. That very well could have been a double play.
It would have been a tough one as Hutchings was already taking off on the pitch. So it certainly would have been close. Mm-hmm. But it was also a hard hit ball, so hey, maybe it could have gone to the outfield as well, as it was almost directly up Broadway. But with 1 gone and man on second, up steps James Theodore. First pitch swinging, and it's a bouncer. Throw to first will be in time. Hutchings heads to third. So the 8th run for the Gorlocks, 90 feet away. There's 2 outs. Fortunately for the Gorlocks, it's Adam Mosier. His last time up hitting towering 2-run shot to left center. Let's see if he can do it again. The first pitch. A good take. Mosier now has the outright lead in conference homers with 8. Zach Johnson and Reed Hippis behind him at 7. Hippis hitting his 7th earlier in the game. Was tied for that conference lead for just a few innings before Mosier snatched it right back. 2-0, he's got to be swinging here. He does, swinging out of his shoes. Can't blame him. The 2-1. That one drilled to left field. A laser is off the base of the wall. Taking a tumble out and left will be Bramlett. But that'll bring across another run as Hutchings scores. Mosier heads into second, and it's 8-2 Gorlocks.
Yeah, it's not very often you see a play where you've got an outfielder sliding into the left field wall or the outfield walls. But Bramlett just got a little bit turned around. He was trying to locate it. It ends up hitting just under the high point of the bottom of the Budweiser sign.
The show goes on with Dalton Groves. First pitch sky high into right field. Bullpen scatters, and it's going to drop. That's the problem with having a full bullpen. It's almost like he was getting shielded from the ball. It's a long run already for Marcotte out and right. Mosier at second. Not only does he have the outright lead in homers, but he's also third with stolen bases at 17 in conference play. Got to watch out for him on the paths. The 1-1. That one hit the other way, down the line. Fair ball into the corner. Mosier scores. Groves heads into second. And it's back-to-back doubles for the Gorlocks, and it's 9-2.
Groves was able to put that beautifully right into the corner. Marcotte was just playing a little bit too far over to be able to make any play on that one. And
I mean, you want to talk about hitting all fields, too. In Dalton's first at-bat, it was a line out to left, and every single one he's put in play since then has gone to right field. The first one, it was a line out. Second one, ground ball. Third, finding a great spot down the line fair. And they keep it rolling. Wroblewski puts one down in right. Groves is held up at 3. Some good oppo hitting from the Gorlocks. And the inning continues with Reed Hippis.
Now batting for the Gorlocks, number 19, third baseman, Reed Hippis.
Another chance for a crooked number. And with one swing of the bat, the Gorlocks could put the pressure on Lyon to score a run in the top of the frame. It's that 10th run. It's at the plate. He skies one into center. A long run deep Broadway at the warning track, and the catch is made. But the Gorlocks tack on an extra 2 thanks to back-to-back doubles from Adam Mosier and Dalton Groves. We'll be on for the 7th. Don't go anywhere. Carter Hunt into his 7th inning of work. Still no action in the Webster bullpen. He's been electric the past few frames. The 1-0 is up high. Now the 2-0 finds the zone. Swallow pops one high in the air on the infield. In foul ground, getting under it is Hippis, and he makes the catch. Making it look so easy.
Shortstop, number 5.
That ball was trying to.
Sky high.
I was about to say it was trying to kiss the clouds there.
Yeah. Lucky. There was gravity to bring it down. One gone upsets Jarius Edwards. Due up on the inning was the 7-8-9. Jarius the 8-hole. It's 1 for 2. Sharp grounder to third. Nice scoop by Hippis. Throw to first is in time. An excellent dig at the hot corner.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 15, Caleb Collins.
There's 2 gone for Caleb Collins. Lyon once again, 2 quick outs. Trying to extend the inning. It's not a close game by any means. They got to put up some big numbers and fast. The 2-0 is in there. Hunt is a 5-year member of the Gorloks baseball program. Like I said earlier, was a key piece last season in their run. Not only through the conference tournament where they swept all 3 games, but also to the regionals. At a 2.1 ERA over 64 innings on the full season. In conference play, a 1.57. As he may have a 1-2-3 here as that one's popped up into center. Theodore under it, and that'll do it. Another 1-2-3 frame for Carter Hunt in the 7th. Sends it back to the batters. We'll be right back. Lyon in some dangerous territory in the bottom of the 7th. Gorlock's now in walk-off potential as they've already put up 2 3+ run innings on the game. If they do so again, that'll finish it early. The 1-1 to Hearts. Good take. Again, whoever wins this series, or I should say whoever loses this series, will not get the first round bye. The Gorlocks, no matter what, if they win the series, will take home the conference. Scott's is a bit different, though. If they sweep, then they will take it home. But if they win just 2-1, while they still will get that first round bye, Spalding will win it all. That is if Spalding wins their game tomorrow against Blackburn. The 2-2 to Hearts, taken high. But for either scenario, whoever wins the series sends the losers to the play-ins. Now, these are by my calculations, though, so this could be dead wrong.
Thought they were my calculations.
Oh. Well, yeah, because I'm Matt Rumping. Here's the payoff. And it hits him. Hearts hit on the hands. After a long plate appearance, he'll take his base.
Now batting, the first baseman.
He seems to be good.
Ethan Wheels.
Next up will be Ethan Wheelt. This is first time. This is Jackson's first time pitching in relief in conference play. He started 5 games. And with a rough 4-man rotation, will likely be starting their 2 best tomorrow, Rocco Boyle and Aiden Linson. As we will have a call to the bullpen. Smith's day is done. After a good start to his long relief, the Gorlocks tag him for 6. We'll be right back. After giving up a leadoff hit by pitch, the new man on the mound will be Garrett McLean, coming in to replace Jackson Smith. McLean in conference play has given up 13 runs over 8 1/3 innings. As he comes in to try to limit the damage on the Gorlock side. Lyon, more than anything, needs the bats to show up in the final 2 frames if they want even a chance at tackling that 7-run deficit. Or more if the Gorlocks are able to bring a few across the plate. The 2-1 to Wield. A good take. Hitter's count for the first baseman. And he'll take his base back-to-back 3 passes given up by the Lyon pitchers. And the winning run is at the plate for the Gorlocks and Talon Hutchings.
Number 0, Talon Hutchings.
With one swing of the bat, could end this thing. He has just 1 homer in conference play, but we know he's got the power. He may not need as he shows bunt. And now you see first baseman Compton playing in super shallow. Third baseman Tyler Hahn a bit further back. The Gorlocks do have Hearts at second. Showing bunt. It's a beautiful one. Only play will be at first, if that. And they get him. Could have been a lot worse for Lyon, but they're able to get the out at 1 as Hutchings places down a butte to push over both runners. Charlie Pellissier coming up with 2 men in scoring position. Once again, we're seeing those corners play in. First pitch. Nearly clips him. Didn't show bunt on the first pitch. Corner infielders waiting for one. The 1-0 sky high into center. Will it be deep enough? It will not be as all runners hold up. Quality out for the Scots. And now there's 2 outs for James Theodore.
Now batting for the Gorlocks, the center fielder, number 11, James Theodore.
Theodore 1 for 4 on the day. Both runners will be going off the crack of the bat. He's been swinging first pitch. Gets frozen there as it falls in the zone for a strike. What's crazy is if Theodore gets a hit here, he'll be 2 for 5 on the day, 400 batting average on the day, and it will lower his conference batting average.
And by quite a decent margin, too.
Yeah, but it looks like he won't even have the opportunity to do that. He gets hit by a pitch, and the bases are juiced for Adam Mosier.
Now batting.
This might be worst case scenario for Lyon right here. Adam Mosier is the last person you want to see in this scenario.
Yeah. Well, you got to think, too, not only is he a home run threat, a home run walks this thing off, but also Theodore is the winning run at first. All runners will be going on contact, so if he puts one in the gap, there's a very good chance the Gorlocks can take this one home as he swings big on the first pitch.
He tried ending it on the first pitch
Yeah.
there.
Well, we saw him swing for the fences 2-0 with that nearly same swing last time. He's 2 for 3 today. The homer and a double. The 0-1 taken low. Both hits, extra base hits. Slashed a double off the Budweiser sign in left field in the last inning. But McLean is able to bring the count to 2 strikes. McLean trying to get out of a huge jam. Ducks on the pond, 2 outs. The 1-2. Inside, tipped into the mitt for strike 3. A big K for McLean. Puts up a 0 spot in the bottom of the 7th, and we go on to the 8th. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. On to the 8th. And it's a tall hill to climb for Lyon. It's Eli Marcotte, the leadoff man. Will face Carter Hunt for the 4th time today. He's had trouble against him. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. All but 2 of the starting lineup from Lyon have been victim of the Carter Hunt K. The 2-1 is in there. Marcotte faces a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Fourth time through the order against Carter Hunt for the Scots. Still no action in the Webster bullpen. The 2-2. Chopped foul. Carter still at a pretty good spot on the pitch count, but it's almost in the triple digits, sitting at 90. Count still the same, the 2-2. And Marcotte not going down without a fight. The 2-2. Still the same. Marcotte being a thorn in the side of Carter. Trying to sit him down. The 2-2. Upstairs. Swung on the last few pitches and takes one up high. Good pitch selection from the right fielder as he brings the count to full. Here's the payoff. Inside. An incredible plate appearance from Eli Marcotte. Puts the leadoff runner on for Lyon.
First baseman, number 14, Ashton Compton.
Next up, first pitch swinging, first pitch hitting from Ashton Compton. He sends one into center as the Scots go station to station. Braden Bramlett now comes up in a pretty big spot. Again, Lyon facing a 7-run deficit. They need to put up a crooked number right here, right now. And Bramlett could do just that. Bramlett with 2 homers in conference play. Has a chance to make this a 4-run ball game in the 8th. We're starting to see our first arm warm up in the Gorlock's pen. As Carter gets a pep talk on the mound. Hunt has not had this much trouble since the 4th with base runners. 2-run 4th has been all for the Scots. Two runners on. First pitch. Clips him. The bases are loaded, still with no outs. The 1 through 3 on as the cleanup man, Tyler Hahn, will step up in a big spot.
Third baseman, Tyler Hahn.
Hahn has been the best hitter against Carter today. It's 2 for 3 with a double. The only extra base hit from the Lyon batters. He's up in the count, 2-0. There's nowhere for Tyler to go. Let's see if he takes or swings away, 2-0. He'll watch it all the way, and it can't find the zone. 3-0 on the count. Can only assume he doesn't have the green light. Pitch will not find it. And a 4-pitch walk will bring in another run, and it's 9-3. Lions slowly climbing back.
Now batting, the catcher.
No pitching change on the Gorlock side. Well, you may see it here. That'll be it. So there will be a call to the bullpen. Gorlock still lead 9-3, but trouble on the paths could spell danger for Webster. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Wes Carter, the man on the mound, will try to clean up the damage on the paths with Cooper McCoy at the plate. First pitch will be outside. The 1-0 is in there. Talked about it earlier, McCoy, such a dangerous hitter. 393 batting average, 467 on base, 685 slugging. Swings out of his shoes on the 1-1. Strikeout would be big here for Wes. The count 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A big time K for Wes, and there's one gone.
Now batting for Lyon, the designated hitter, number 18, Slade Inman.
Slade Inman up next, the DH. Inman has not put anything in play yet today. He's 0 for 2 with the 2 strikeouts and a walk. Pickoff attempt at 2 does not work. Inman, one of 7 line batters to hit over 300 in conference play. 0-1 taken outside. As a team, the Scots are batting .339. Came in this one with an OPS of exactly 1,000 to opponent's 791. They've had some of the hottest bats in the conference. They're going to need them now. The 2-1 is in there. Such an interesting stance from Inman, too. His stance looks so relaxed. And then he gets ready to go on the windup. Bat on the shoulder. The 2-2 taken away. Slade brings the count to full. Biggest pitch of the game. Bases juiced. 1 out. Here's the payoff. Grounded to second. Could be 2. Toss to 2. Throw to first. It's in time! Wes Carter escapes a huge jam unscathed. Lyon has just 3 outs to score 6 runs, but not before the Webster batters get one more chance. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Leading things off here in the bottom of the 8th, Dalton Groves. Groves 2 for 4 RBI. So far on the game. First pitch to him high.
We talked about it earlier. He's been hitting all fields today. First at bat to left field, his pull side. He lined out, adjusted, hit it to right, another line out. But then in back-to-back ABs, he's gotten a hit, 1 single, 1 double. He's up in the count, 2-0. Again, tomorrow, the Gorlocks will face off against the Scots in a doubleheader. First match of the day will be Senior Day. So it'll be really interesting to see Coach BK's balance between a lineup that includes a lot of seniors, along with being competitive enough to beat the Scots.
That's something that I've been thinking about too, especially if the Gorlocks hold out and win Game 1 here. Senior Day game will end up being the game where they could clinch the number 1 seed in the SLIAC. So it will definitely be very interesting to see what the plan is if that's the case.
The 2-1 is fouled off. Yeah, and it puts Lyon in a very tight spot. Lyon is out of regular season contention if they lose this game here, but can still clinch second in the conference with 2 wins tomorrow. And while that is a big ask, they will likely have their 2 best pitchers on the mound tomorrow. As Groves is in a full count. Here's the payoff. He drills that one to left, but that'll hang up just enough.
Now batting for Webster, the designated hitter, number 8, Nick Wrobluski.
Next up will be Nick Wrobluski. First pitch is taken outside. Wrobluski 2 for 3 on the match. The Gorloks have collected 12 total hits in this game. Almost every part of the lineup getting a piece. As the 1-1 is lifted high in the air to deep right center field, going back to the track at the wall, and it's gone. A solo shot from Nick Wrobluski puts the Gorloks in double digits. That makes up for the one caught just at the wall earlier in this game. Wrobluski goes yard, and it's 10-3 Webster.
Yeah, if only that first ball was hit maybe 5 feet further back, we'd be talking about an insane performance from Nick Wrobluski. But nonetheless, still 3 for 4. It's been an amazing game for him.
It's been a homer party for the Gorloks. 3 on the day, and the man at the plate now has also clubbed one. As he drills one to left center on the first pitch. Will hang up just enough. Center fielder coming out to make the catch. Nice grab by Collins.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 27, Ryan Hartz.
You think about all the danger that the Gorloks were put in the previous inning, giving up 4 base runners to start the frame, and they just matched it with a solo shot after Wes Carter came in, shut the door on the inning, giving up no runs. The 0-1 in the turf. As I was saying earlier, it is going to be very interesting, the lineup structure for Game 2 tomorrow with Senior Day festivities. It's not like they're going to be unprepared. These Gorloks, a lot of the seniors who haven't been playing, haven't been getting a lot of playing time in these conference games, have been playing JV games, and when they've come up to hit, they've been doing just excellent. The 2-1 is laced to left, but it's another line out for the Gorloks to end the frame. But a solo shot from Nick Wrobluski puts the Gorloks up back by 7. And the Scots have just 3 outs to score that amount. We will be right back. A gargantuan climb awaits the Scots batters as we enter the ninth. Lyon down by 7. As the bullpen is cleared out for Wes Carter trying to shut the door. The Swallow takes an ugly swing on a breaking ball. The count is 0-2. And look at that. Carter continues to roll.
Now batting, the shortstop, Edwards.
Wes has appeared in now 23 games this season. And in conference play has pitched to the tune of a 2.17 ERA. As Edwards takes a big hack. Count is 0-2. The pitch. Going flied out towards right. Bullpen scatters. It's a foul ball. Wes came into the 8th, inheriting bases loaded and no outs. Did not give up a single run. Getting a strikeout and forcing a double play. The 0-2. Just outside. Everyone on the Gorlock side, including Wes, wanted that one. The count is brought to 1-2. The pitch to Edwards. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 punch-outs for Carter. Looking to shut the door on a 4th.
Now pitching for Lyon, number 20, Aiden Linson.
Aiden Linson coming in to pinch hit for Caleb Collins out of the 9-hole. Again, the top of the lineup, Eli Marcotte stands on deck. He's the one that started that rally in the 8th. But Linson must keep this game going. The 0-1 is drilled to right center. A long run for Mosier. He gets under it, and he makes the catch. What a relief performance from Wes Carter as he shuts the door on the Lyon College Scots with a final score of 10-3 as the Gorlocks take a huge Game 1 in this 3-set. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Gorlock Sports Network. My name is Kellen Furmanak.
I'm Matt Rumping.
And the regular season ends tomorrow. Don't miss it. Thank you guys so much.